Good evening, guys. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. Standing on 21st September 2020, a day would definitely be remembered, at least in this quarter when the sell off started. We were waiting for that day because it was about to start. While the mainstream media, in fact, the global mainstream media, are referring this sell off for three reasons. They are saying that it is because of the rising virus cases. I can agree to that point because unfortunately, the virus cases are around 31 million and it is growing between 250 to 300k per month, which is precisely 8 million per month. Second, they are referring to the politics. Of course, the American elections are around 44 days away. And with every passing day, the level of politics in the United States will definitely grow. And of course, the politics also includes the Trump and the TikTok deal, the World Trade Organization ruling against the US administration, the Trump administration, and multiple such political factors. Last but not the least, it's again started because of FinCEN. That is more important. FinCEN, which is a body who monitored the money laundering, came up with a report. And guys, they said that this time the money laundering between somewhere in the 2 to 3 years period is around $2 trillion. There are around 208 countries in this globe. And out of 208 countries, more than 50% of the globe even do not have 2 trillion GDP. And money laundering is of $2 trillion. So this raises a lot of questions. In fact, before I move further, FinCEN named many banks, and two banks that predominantly named is HSBC and Standard Chartered. History is a witness that if you open Google and type the bank frauds, then you hardly find any bank who is not in the list. In fact, Treasury Consulting is deeply evaluating the FinCEN report, and we would definitely have a complete video in that regards. But one thing I'm sure is that this report would definitely is nothing else but Panama second. It is said that the human being always have the weakest memories, and I agree to this point because when about 7 to 8 years ago, when the Panama scandal happened, in fact, before that, when 1MDB, the Malaysian Sovereign Wealth Fund scandal happened, the media gave hype to that. And today, 1MDB scandal is a history. In fact, I'm sure that 99% of the people, those who are watching this video, in fact, did not even read any book on the 1MDB scandal. And I did read the whole book on the 1MDB scandal and linked it how exactly it happened. The Singapore, who claims to be a pretty compliant country, is definitely not an exception this time as well in 1MDB. After 1MDB, it was Panama. And after Panama, it is this, which is FinCEN, where the initial tentative amount is approximately $2 trillion. As we speak on 21st September, the HSBC shares are 25-year low. We are not here discussing whether we should buy HSBC shares or not, and we are really do not sure whether this 25-year low would continue or not. But one thing I'm sure that if FinCEN is coming and saying that there is a money laundering, illicit money laundering between 2 trillion, closer to $2 trillion, it's a bloody huge amount. But this raises a very severe question which I time to time raise on my YouTube channel, and that is, where are regulators? It's hardly 4 to 5 months when the world faced Wirecard, which is nothing but the Enron of Germany. And in this Wirecard, around $2 billion worth of transactions were missing in the balance sheet. And our beloved auditors, even was not aware that 2 billion amount of line item was missing in the balance sheet. Where are the investors now? Whether they're being relieved or whether they're not relieved, there is no information in the public domain. This is how 2020 exactly worked. And now there is it's not more than 4 to 5 months. Now it's FinCEN, and FinCEN said, hey guys, you are talking about Wirecard, which is 2 billion. Let me come and talk about 2 trillion, which is 1000 times than your Wirecard. So forget your Wirecard, right? The detailed report of the FinCEN is yet to come, and I'm sure that I at least would continue to read this report on page to page basis. Because when the 1MDB happened, I read the whole book on 1MDB and I linked this point to point. When the Panama scandal happened, and unfortunately many great personalities across the globe are being presented in the Panama scandal, and no country is an exception, by the way. I read the complete book on Panama, and now it is FinCEN. The point which I wanted to raise is very clear. Today, regulator is only here for two things: getting $1 million salary, and if any scam unearthed, then they come in public domain and they just do the formality, just like Wirecard, just like 1MDB, just like Panama, and just like multiple. At the end of the day, whenever a retail investor, you, me, or anyone go to a bank, these so-called bankers come and they will say, why this point is not ticked? No, sir. You have to tick this point because this is as per the compliance. We need to submit this to regulator. Hey guys, if you need to submit to the regulator, then how come this 2 trillion scandal happened? 2 trillion, 99%, 99, more than 100 countries of the globe even do not have 2 trillion as a GDP. Except the top 10, 15 countries. Nobody even dare to think about 2 trillion as a GDP. And more important point that also surfaces, and I would like to put this forward, is the data analytics, AI, artificial intelligence. Hey, where are artificial intelligence? Where is data analytics? Regulators are spending millions of dollars in making different divisions, so-called AI and so-called data analytics. Where are these, I would say, departments if they do not able to surface that, and finally it is being surfaced by FinCEN, a body who is responsible for that. And with due respect to FinCEN, I'm even not sure whether this 2 trillion is a right figure or not. Maybe it is like finding petroleum in the sea. Because once we start finding petroleum in the sea, we start with initial estimate assuming 1000 barrels. Sooner we get to know our estimate is incorrect and we have more than 5000 barrels oil here. Then we revised our estimate and finally we got to know, no, even this estimate is incorrect. We are having more than 10,000 barrels here. So our initial estimate of 1000 is completely incorrect. Similarly, I think that FinCEN should go delve down and understand, is it 2 trillion precisely or it is more than 2 trillion? But one thing I'm sure of, that the points Treasury Consulting put on the YouTube about the regulator is completely right. Because now regulator is only here for one thing, and that is the salary. And regulators are invited in every conferences as a speaker, and they get mementos, business class ticket, 7-star accommodation, and their knowledge is once again proved by the FinCEN report. And guys, the so-called Singapore or any other law compliant countries, they even till now not aware that FinCEN got this 2 trillion and they even not found it out. This is how exactly the regulated system works across the globe. And trust me, whenever our retail customer go to a bank, he being punished by the so-called bankers in such a way that even if you write a form via black color, not via blue color, then this is also subject to non-compliance. So one side, these bankers trying to present everything in a compliant format, and another side, such big things are happening. And just check it out on the Bloomberg that HSBC is around 25-year low. And if you trust me, just open Google and check and see that in the last 10 years, almost every bank of the globe paid a humongous amount as a fine. and for what they paid, that is also mentioned on the Google. But once again, to conclude this video, we pretty well understand that nothing is going to get happen. Rather, this news would be in the media for another 1 week, and after 1 week, media would take this news away. People will forget, and these things would continue as usual. But whenever a retail customer will go to a bank, he being presented in such a way that we are the most compliant bank of the globe. This is Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155. As promised, Treasury Consulting started the FX quizzes, which is on our second YouTube channel, Treasury X, and more importantly, our app. If you have anything, you are most welcome to connect us, and hell lot of action on the card. Have a good time.